To begin today's Sunrise Smart Start, now that President Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, has come and gone from the Rochester community, the chief of police shares his perspective on the entire ordeal that put him and his department at the center of the national sanctuary city debate.
For starters, Chief David Smith tells us he wonders how many people know what actually happened earlier this spring and where he stands on the issue. He says his officers did nothing wrong responding to a call for backup from federal agents in March, adding not only is that allowed, but it's encouraged by him and City Hall. However, the chief says the problem started during this traffic stop when his officers did more to step in and actually help the federal agents by dealing with those who had been pulled over, even using handcuffs.
The circumstances on arrival were not quite what they thought they were when they arrived, and it's an active internal, so I'm not going to go any farther down the road than that. But communication is key, not just from my level to chief's level at the federal, but as a working relationship. My folks need to feel comfortable asking, hey, what do you have here? They need to be comfortable telling us this is what we're working, and communication is the key.
On the day Homan was here in Rochester meeting with the Locust Club, the police union shared the officers' help was part of their emergency response and did not need to be called into question, especially so publicly by both the mayor and Chief Smith. Either way, Smith says there was no punishment for the officers, just some policy review. Meanwhile, the feds are suing Rochester over its policies for being a sanctuary city, saying they're unconstitutional because they interfere with the business of the federal government. Mayor Evans countered, saying they don't do anything to interfere. They just tell police not to help enforce federal immigration law. This morning, classes at Finger Lakes Community College are going on as scheduled after law enforcement yesterday cleared a bomb threat at the school's main campus in Canandaigua.
19-year-old Nari Watts is the suspect, charged with a single felony count of falsely reporting an incident. The Ontario County Sheriff's Office says multiple witnesses all reported hearing Watts make a verbal claim of a bomb in a backpack while 10 students and the professor were all inside the room. The bomb squad was called to the scene, cleared the room, and found there were no explosives inside the backpack. And during the investigation, students and faculty were taken to a secure spot nearby.
Thanks and certainly kudos to the student who knew right away to get out of that room when they had a chance and immediately seek out a member of the police department and tell them. And then, of course, naturally that police officer put things into motion. But
well, this investigation remains ongoing.
Sunrise traffic updates here. 8 minutes to go until 7 o'clock. There are no accidents still across our traffic map. That's a view from our Greater Rock Sky Eye. Your forecast for this day ahead coming up in just a few moments.
Something to look forward to, the 7th day of the Lilac Festival kicking off today. As always, there are going to be many live performances to enjoy at the KeyBank Center stage. Kicking off at noon, 5 Point Performance Main Street Players. They're going to be there. And maybe if you want to head there a bit later in the day when things might be a little clearer in the weather, the Brotherhood will be playing at 4. Today's main headliner is Sheehan Kuti and Egypt 80. That Afrobeat funk-styled performance kicks off at 7.
As we look ahead, tomorrow is known as National Bike to Work Day. Another good excuse to maybe leave the car keys at home and take those 2 wheels instead.
Yeah, give yourself a little exercise, because besides just beating traffic, when you can do that safely, it's a great boost for your health and for the environment. It can do so much for you, in fact, for your heart, reduce your stress, cut down on harmful emissions. Well, to bring you to all of that and all your options for biking to work, Aran is at RV&E Bike and Skate over in Fairport. Aran.
Riding your bike is great. Doing that to work is even better, but you do have to stay safe. So let's talk helmets with Doug Sharp, the owner. What do you need to know about helmets? Do you not just like show up, pick one out, adjust it, and whatever?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can make it that easy. You can take that helmet off the shelf and go, man, I love the color. I want to be seen. You try it on, but you want to make sure it fits you well. So they all come in different sizes. There's a little bit different shaping based upon the rider's head size and shape. So you do have to try them on to make sure that they're comfortable, but it is super important being safe. If you get in an accident, your head, you want to keep that as safe as possible.
Okay, so let's use me as a little example here.
So we got this fancy helmet.
Okay.
You know, high visibility.
Now, is it fitting? Like, how is what am I supposed to be feeling?
So it's just it's supposed to be on top of your head, but it shouldn't be sitting up there like high above your head. So I can look through the air vents, keeping that so it's sitting on top of your head, and then you just adjust that chin strap for proper tension. You should be able to still talk and say, hey, I can do the news, right? but that it is just supposed to fit comfortably. But there's a lot of different sizes, a lot of different colors, a lot of different shapes of helmets. So you got to come in, try out the one, try out a couple, and go, wow, that one fits the best. That's the one to buy.
That's the thing I didn't know until I spoke to you, that it's not all helmets are made the same, and you kind of do have to test them out. So while I look a little silly, I do feel very, very safe. For now, back to you.
Rather be silly and no bruise.
Right.
Yeah.
There's nothing silly about being safe. And hey, another good thing to try out the helmets, try out the styles too.
Yeah. Yeah,
because we love those colors. I love to see all those.
Yeah, you got to make helmets cool, right?
Yeah, put some stickers on there.
There you go. Yeah, when I was a kid, I did not want to wear a helmet.
No.
No.
Yeah, well, because, you know, kids can be mean sometimes. And, like, the helmets, the elbow pads, the knee pads, they're like, you're doing too much. Stop it.
There you go. Yeah, wear a helmet. Obviously super important. How many people have been saved because of helmets?
Yes.
This morning, it's warm out there, low 60s for you. And then we warm well into the 70s this afternoon. Those rain chances do go up. A couple of isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two pops up, but most of us stay dry. And then tomorrow, we're going to have something to show on radar. Maybe some storms, strong storms in the morning, but they're gone in the afternoon. Warm day, 80, and then we'll be busy for the first half of the weekend.
And we will be here this time tomorrow, tracking all that with James and your news. That does it for us, though, this Thursday here at Sunrise.
Yeah, enjoy your day. Enjoy Lilac Fest tonight. And the next update is in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings up next. Happy Thursday.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.